find my light in the spot. I'm searching for my seating. Heard about some people and over time found out wasn't equal. Plenty times could have been state property like Beanie Siegel. Saturday nights me and green rolling purple in the Regal. Slam dunk off the rebound like Don Cheeto. When I'm out they spot me like cheaters. How'd you find me? Obviously I'm that nigga. Featherweight champion, big body, been driver. Ain't no bigger than a minute, but honestly damn who doing it bigger.
Alright, what's up? Welcome to RetroTv. Here with a special guest.
Lokuntry, Fengshui God, where you going?
Let's get into it, man. So how you doing today, bro?
I'm great, man. You know what I'm saying? I can't complain. Pleasure to have y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, this dude right here showed us some real love.
Oh yeah, fat, very hospitable.
Up.
Very hospitable host, you know. You always come show love, you know, connect with the different artists out here in South Carolina.
For the people that don't know, you let them know where you from, how you got the name Lokuntry.
From Hilton Head, South Carolina, Hilton Head, Bluffton, Beaufort County. I got the name Lokuntry when I went to Benedict College in Columbia. And I was like, it was me and another cat. We was like the only folks from the Lokuntry, so they just called us Lokuntry. And then he stopped going, he dropped out, so I was the only one left, and that name just stuck with me.
You graduated?
For sure.
What's your major?
And it's management, bachelor's.
Yeah, what's up? That what's up?
After college, you came back here?
Yeah, for a little bit.
So what you try? You try to do anything with your degree, or did you just go straight to music?
Yeah, for sure. I own my own production company, video and audio production. I specialize in filming. You name it, we film it. From weddings, quinceañeras, and funerals. You know, you can book us. We'll bring your vision to life twice.
That's what's up.
Y'all heard it here first. How long you been doing that?
I've been fucking with the camera since maybe like 2010. Right when I graduated, I ain't gonna lie, right, all synced up. Like I had a little flip joint I would always walk around with on campus before I graduated, and that turned into the flip out joint with the you can have in your hand joint.
Yeah,
the camcorder. And I started filming parties.
So that what people knew you for, like being a camera guy?
It was some of the both. Like I always did the music joint, you know what I'm saying? But it was like, you know, after college they said, go get your degree, that's gonna open doors for you. It really was like when I got in the door, they said you got the experience, you got the paperwork now, but you got the experience.
Bro, we just
you know what I'm saying? It was like, you know, they tricked us, so it was like I could have stayed home and you built it up.
Waiting 4 years going to college.
4 years. I said the college was cool. I appreciate the experience, but I don't appreciate the debt financial wise. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but you know, I got a couple relationships, some lifelong relationships, but other than that, I would prefer to be financially.
It's a great place to learn how to network.
Yeah, outside of the house. I didn't say that. Like a lot of folks from the crib couldn't go to Columbia and just survive or just, you know what I'm saying, do their thing outside the city or where they from.
You said the love was at first, music or the camera?
It was always music, but then I like watching movies too, so I always was intrigued on how things were shot.
So you just picked it up along the way?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, just fucking around and learning, so taught from Premiere to Final Cut, Sony Vegas, from our movie, you know what I'm saying?
It's like the main thing, the music and the camera, you got love.
Those the main two love, you know, we got a couple of hustles. I dabble in the vending machines, you know what I'm saying? I can get you on wholesaler, whatever you like. Into the apparel too. Fengshui apparel.
Can you explain that to the viewers that might be interested?
Fengshui is just basically a word how it basically describes how things are set up. You know, without orchestration, it's straight chaos. So you gotta have structure in your life. And I adopted the word like when we first started. I first started taking music seriously like 2015. And the first album or tape I dropped was House of Fengshui Saute. So like, and I came up with the word. I found the word like to substitute the word for swag. Drip was real heavy. Everybody was swagging real drippy. So I
try to be different.
You know what I'm saying? It's my Fengshui how everything is set up and orchestrated. So. And I basically like, you know what? It took me so long to finally put it on some clothes. Like, let me stay in uniform with this shit. Like, nobody gonna rock it. If ain't nobody else gonna be on it, I'm gonna be in uniform. And anything come from that is extra.
What first got you in the music? That was the trigger.
I ain't gonna lie, it was just something to do. Like, I remember in my adolescent teenage years, like, we would just go to my man's house and record on his computer. You know what I'm saying? Also, like, Jack of the Beats type shit.
Oh, you said you were
this was like probably freshman year in high school. Like, just getting into high school. Like, we low key, me and my man Pimp J, we put out a little CD, and it was like we probably had maybe like 4 or 5 tracks on there. It was just us just in there fucking on freestyling, and it got a little buzz around the community, like on the island. You know what I'm saying? You was in the mix. You heard about it. You know what I'm saying?
That was about the island.
Yeah, it's the island. You know, Hilton Island. It's shaped like a shoe, so we run it. You know what I'm saying? But ain't nothing but, I believe ain't nothing but 12 miles long. You know what I'm saying? One way on and one way off. You know what I'm saying? It's like I believe literally we the last stop in South Carolina.
Right,
on that diamond. Like,
last piece of land in South Carolina.
We're exit 8 and it's exit 5, but like exit 5 ain't really but so long. But like this you on the coast, you on the Atlantic, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like you really on the coast. So like this the island, double HI, you know what I'm saying? It's the best of both worlds. Ain't nothing here, but everything's here.
So can you explain how it was growing up here on the island? We're from the upstate, so it's a whole different, like coming down here, it's a whole different vibe.
It was quite pleasant, like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna cap, you got your differences here and there, you know what I'm saying? But it depends on everybody's situation, you know what I'm saying? But on the upside, like, we always saw the Benzes, the Bentleys, like we got the motivation, but you just saw it from they didn't look like us, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it was quite cool, man. You know what I'm saying? It was different. Like I'm from a different era. Like I was born in '86. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a little older, but I'm still keeping up with motherfuckers. So you know what I'm saying?
You fuck with home a lot. Like I know a lot of people that ain't ready to get out.
It's like I'm gonna catch 22 with that, cause we in the age to where if you market this shit right and you project it correctly, you can touch the world.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But in some cities, in certain situations, I know our opportunities are limited. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But still got to make the best of that. You know what I'm saying? So I got to work twice as hard, being that I'm not in a area where I can walk to the mall and might in the A bump into a young thug, or you might can pull up on the Dirty Glove Bastard. You know what I'm saying? To where Dirty Glove Bastard, in reference to RetroTv, had to come 2 hours down. You know what I'm saying? But it's cool here. Like I said, everything is here, but nothing is here.
Everybody pretty cordial.
Yeah, it's pretty chill. The money here, nothing but old heads here. You know what I'm saying? But it's like it's still old money here, but it's a new vibe coming. Like it's a new age bracket coming up. You know how it's transcending. Like we about to be the OGs.
Have you always fought with the younger generation?
For sure. Like, you gotta stay tapped in, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta stay tapped in, goddamn, so you don't stay out the loop, you know what I'm saying? I try not to indulge too much in it because that's what they do, you know what I'm saying? That's what they offer.
Right,
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Take a little scoop and add a little bit to it.
What's some of your favorite young artists, newer artists?
Favorite young artists, I like K September. Let me see, who else? It's a dude named Lil Dalvin out of Charleston. Let me see. What else? Like that I fuck with. But that's the thing. I really don't listen to a lot of outside entities, so I don't goddamn get caught up in what they got going on. You know what I'm saying? I really, honestly, bro. I got excellent radio in my car. I keep that shit on channel 50 The Groove, and they play like all the shit your mama and shit used to play on Saturday morning and shit like that.
You from the old school?
Old school, really, because I got to know where I came from, know where I'm going, and it always bring me inspiration. And the biggest thing is the energy of that type of music. Like
you say inspired at that time.
At that time,
growing up,
you know what I'm saying? Like I was in a big melting pot. Like growing up, I heard a lot of up north music, so I heard a lot of Das Effects, a lot of Nas. You know what I'm saying? A lot of Jay-Z, I've been into that. And, the Dipset era. Then my cousin, like, he introduced me to the Dirty South, like the Dungeon Families, Field Mob especially. I know my nigga Green put me on the goddamn Soldier Slams, the Project X, and that and third. So I got a wide variety of shit like back and forth. You know what I'm saying? I inspire, I would say, at least, for sure, the Dungeon Family, the Outkast era. Definitely will feel Mob. I was big on the Dynasty, State Property era, Dipset, you know what I'm saying? I see a little bit of everything, you know what I'm saying?
What about Z-Unit?
I was fucking with you. I was fucking more with in that era. It was more less than the albums. I was fucking with them boys like freestyle shit. Like when you would hear them boys mixtapes, like especially like it was around that time when like you might hear Styles P, the Ghost freestyle in that era, or Jadakiss shit, like that kind of vibe with not more the commercial shit you would hear, like that other shit where they was going crazy in the mixtapes. But 50 was cool. You know, it was good. They did their thing.
Who are some of your favorite producers to work with?
Favorite producer to work with so far, one of them is Tyler Prince Beats. You know what I'm saying? I'm surprised he ain't here right now. We did a whole project together going into 2020. He created a lot of records I've done as well. Let me see, who else I've been fucking with? Like, I ain't gonna lie, like, it's just been random, but it's really been in-house. Let me see. Cool Dude Beats, Street Drummers, they out of Charleston. Shout out Doe, shout out BB Slim. Let me see who else. Polo, the Islander boy, but he from Paris and France. I'm still locked in with motherfuckers who I was fucking with, like from when I first started, like Passing Fresh, Dark Now, Dark Easy. Came across a recent producer called Sincere Noble off of YouTube. I know a lot of folks don't like YouTube beats, but I'll at least go and beats the beat as well if I like it. You know what I mean? Because I've been on a different vibe lately, rapping and shit. Those are most of the producers I've been working with.
So you describe your style?
It's different. I would say it's different, energetic, you know, fun. Because it's like I ain't really up to rah-rah shit like that. I ain't really planning on killing no niggas. I don't got no ops. Like my fucking community, my community love me if I'm not mistaken. Like, you know, they always trying to find me. They always finding me. Goddamn, I add value to what I got going on in my situation.
Not
So,
trying to hate.
yeah,
Like, you don't feel any of that?
I ain't really, if it is, I'm not aware of it, and it's like, it's so far past it. Like, if it is there, we still working, we still going. You know what I'm saying?
You're not laying out fuck up the first way.
You can't there's no off switch with this shit. We going and going. So it's just like, you know, compounding interest on it. You gonna hit it, but you definitely gonna respect it. I have gotten that. A lot of folks that don't really fuck with the music, but they fuck with how I present it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we execute this shit accordingly. You know what I'm saying? Like, I will give me that at least. You don't gotta like the sound, but at least like how we put this shit together. Nah, man. Like,
Don't understand CDs.
we used to put CDs too. I used to put CDs too when it was that era. I used to get them shit in the box and have to put get the cover in the plastic sleeve and
Explain
all that
that.
shit. You know what I'm
Explain
saying?
that. When you say this generation, that like, was it harder to push music back then than this?
Yeah, I say it was because you really had to be in the streets, like, but it almost was a kind of a nostalgic thing, like, oh, I saw my man's CD, or I got a lot of folks see me that, like, yo, I remember you gave me a CD from years ago, and I'm like, that's a different feeling, that's energy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, you got it in the store, you heard it, and you went and did some more research. Now they want everything right now. I get this whole discovery, I get this everything, boom, boom, boom. Now what's next? I done digested that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm at that balance in it. Like the new generation, we dropping every week. We consistently dropping every day. But it's like the microwave shit of that is like, all right, you dropping now. I want next. Versus I might spoon feed you. Let me hit you once a month. Yeah. So on the whole spectrum, you can't say I ain't working. The turtle always win the race. You can but cool, like you gotta reload the gun versus I shot the revolver,
So
I
you
still got 6 more
shot.
shots.
And so you stop.
You know what I'm saying?
They be like, damn, he fell off.
You shot the chopper, you let everything out, and now you gotta reload that thing versus I'm precise with my 6 shooter. I don't pop you in the D right quick. You know, that's one thing I gotta say, but I say the 6 shooter because the average consumer takes 6 times to see something. So I don't pop you in the knee one time, you might have missed it. I felt look, I don't pop you in the other one. Damn, I don't pop you again. Oh, let me pay attention now. This motherfucker got good aim. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I look at it different like that. Like one era can spoon feed, the other fed, the other generation like a little thing. We like instinct, like that air fried one right now. You know what I'm saying? Mike?
People ain't trying to take their time with it.
Yeah, they don't like the oven. One's the oven and one's the air fry. Both good. One a little faster.
That air fry go crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Air fry go crazy. But let me ask you, if y'all boys notice, like if you like that's, I don't know if it's sucking the moisture out of the food or something like you don't never leave it in too long. That shit be like extra dry.
Yeah.
Something ain't right about that. Like,
It's because
something ain't right. There's too much science in that motherfucker.
It's a core that heats up and then it blows it.
I get what it's doing.
Yeah,
I don't like what it's doing.
Yeah, that shit.
You know what I'm saying? I like it's convenient, but it's something in that science that I don't know. You gotta question it. You know, anything too good in
20 minutes, you got a whole baked chicken like.
Versus the 45 with the hour, I gotta wait in the oven and wait for that to warm up and shit like that. But I think them boys taking some molecules out of that food, just like the microwave do, or some radiation shit. Not minus the radiation, but they altering it some kind of way. I don't know. We're gonna get to the bottom of it.
That microwave built something through the bowl, like.
The microwave straight radioactive, like, don't fuck with that. Y'all still using the microwave, even though we had to use the microwave. It was convenient. Leave the toaster over there too. You know what I'm saying?
You know you're gonna use that microwave product.
I have not been. I say, man, a couple months. Like I've been off there. I've been off that toaster. Like, I'll wait a couple minutes versus the instant. Something ain't right with that microwave. I'm sure that shit nuking your food now. Hope you know. I believe that's true. Like that shit nuking. You're actually nuking the food. You're taking all the nutrients out the food and you put it in the microwave. If I'm wrong, comment on the on this live and correct me, and so we can get the right information too.
Yeah, we just switched the whole cover off the air fryer. But I get what you're saying. You more of a enjoy the process.
I enjoy the process, so
you know how long it's gonna take.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna get there.
You're gonna get there. It's only right. You know what I'm saying? It's still going. That's why.
So where did this sense of work ethic come from? Where did you get this from? Did you try to do it fast? Like, did you try to push your music, hurry up, and like, damn, this shit ain't working?
Real
like,
confidence.
Or did you always knew like slow and steady wins race?
It's somewhat the slow and steady, but I just know, like, once you like that stop and go, trying to you go crazy, then like, damn, I went so crazy, now I gotta figure it out. Like, it's hard cranking that car back up. Like, once you crank this car up on this music shit, you gotta keep that bitch running. Even if the gas light on, let me put $2 in that money, put a little something in that bitch and keep me going to the next stop. Versus I done rolled that bitch out, but I need a ride now. I'm out. You know what I'm saying? I need a gas tank. So it's like, I think it's just the longevity. And at the end of the day, like, I'm not on anybody's schedule but mine. Cause you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still having fun with this shit at the end of the day. If it pop or not, my shit's still hot. You know what I'm saying? Fuck what you feel like. I'm it. The world ain't caught up yet. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's like, this shit gotta go. They just gotta do something. And I just love creating. So at the end of the day, it don't matter. It's just like, I'm still like doing what I like to do, what I think is cool sonically. Mm-hmm. And if you so happen to indulge in that as well and agree with me, we're on the same page. If not, then hey, you know, we ain't on the same frequencies. You know what I mean?
Working on any new projects right now?
Yes, we are. We just dropped a new single called Oculus. That's we getting back to rapping. We dropping bars, 2 minutes of lyrical exercise. We're gonna hopefully I'm on schedule to drop another single on the 1st of March. Call that motherfucking Open Sea. Turn around and drop the project on March 23rd. That's my birthday. We're gonna call that one Tsunami Kid. Mm-hmm. And the basis around that one, like, the two titles I named Oculus and Open Sea. And the reason is Tsunami Kid, because throughout the whole project I'm hollering new wave, you know, it's a new wave and shit, and hints to the new wave of technology coming. Oculus, Open Sea, if you're off your NFT.
You know
what I'm saying?
I got with the NFT.
Do I need to show you?
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? We can get into that. So it's like
I got that MetaMask wallet.
MetaMask, you know what I'm saying? We got the Coinbase shit, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, this one shit I was following is some dude named Kicks on Instagram, KICCZ. I was following for a while. That, you know, I had a little bit of FOMO, but I was like, you know what, let me tap into one of his drops and shit. And I fucked around and got he did like a New Year Eve drop for his shit. And what came with it, low key, it gave me access to his beachfront in the metaverse. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, well, you know, that's cool, but it came with an Oculus. So I get an Oculus with the NFT. That was one of the unlockable attributes and unlockable contents with it. So that kind of was a little bit of value to the NFT. You know what I'm saying? And I caught Dave East on it too when me and Matt got that motherfucker like a dub. So hopefully a couple of them are now selling for 1 Ethereum, you know, so that's a major return on your investment, $20 to $2,000 if you decide to sell, you know what I'm saying, once you tap into that. But it's just making small little jumps in it, you know what I'm saying. If you got extra change, I say fuck with it if you believe in it. If not, do the research on that shit.
It's not hard. It really not even that complicated.
You know
it can get there, like,
you
can get there, but basically to just get some start, you don't really don't.
But basically that's what the next tape is catering around, like the terminology on the track list is catering to the new shit coming, you know what I'm saying? Web3, DeFi, MetaMask. That's gonna be some of the track lists on the next project.
So do all your projects have a theme or?
I somewhat do, you know, being that I don't really have like 20 niggas with me in the video, or I don't show the cash and have that crazy ass in the video. Yeah, I got to be creative.
Otherwise, you in a lot by yourself, a lot of videos.
You know what I'm saying? So like, if usually Dolo but can call it the game. You know what I'm saying? It's on the way. You gonna catch that one. But goddamn, being that I lack in those areas, I make up for it creativity to keep you entertained, and you know what I'm saying, and just to be different, because everybody's shooting everybody got straps or whatever in their video. There's nothing wrong with it, but I try to be something different. You know
yeah, that's different. It's always
ain't
got
got
to
to
be
flash all that.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't really off that. Like,
you ain't gotta do too much. What's understood doesn't have to be explained, you know.
Exactly. You know
Are you a very social person?
I am, but I'm not, like, you know what I'm saying? I really somewhat dread interaction with certain folks, you know, but not. I only dread it when they prolong the conversation, or they try to draw it out and make it
Walmart
and make you bigger, you know,
make you
make you try to feel like you're
man.
bigger than them, and I was getting uncomfortable. And like, you know, I know we done set our piece, whoop de whoop, let's go ahead about it. You know what I'm saying? But it's cool. I am social. If you fuck with me, we gonna laugh, and we gonna get knowledge of self and grow and shit like that. But if not, like, a lot of folks see me from what they see and think they gonna automatically come and get that, man. Like, nah, you gotta go through some trial to goddamn get this energy. You know, this supreme level of being. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm somewhat social.
You seem to think very highly of yourself. Where does that come from?
It's only right. We're supposed to. We're the new man god. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all got crowns. We all original man. So it's like, you know, everything in society is projected for us not to feel that way. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just getting into that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Area 51.
This is like level 3 or something. So wait till the shit really pop, and I can really pop my shit, and it's gonna.
So when you say you just get into it, you just get into some knowledge. What you say?
Somewhat, like, you know what?
Your third out.
Somewhat, you know, you somewhat put, not even third. I say when you say you put the glasses on. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, I know y'all see things for what it is and not what society wants you to do.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
like
this shit really.
But it's only
reality. Living reality.
But it's only right because of the age of information that we in. You know what I'm saying? The information is there. Just
whereas people,
if you
like older, they listen to their traditions and
they still listen to the news and shit.
Yeah,
news and Weather Channel.
When
that should have you scared
everything's
all day.
news now.
That should have you on your but the Weather Channel talking crazy right now. Yeah. You step outside, ain't nothing going on outside, or on the news, and really that shit ain't got nothing to do with you.
And they be saying that shit like it really matter in your life. I mean, like, I get it, but they want you to be safe and shit. But that shit, that ain't gonna hold me back. You still got shit to do.
You still got shit to do, but you gotta understand it's all propaganda. Like a certain a group of folks in this room own all the news stations. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell is that?
Yeah.
So of course they gonna push their agenda and how they want folks to do and what they want to do.
They gotta get their money too.
Okay.
So they gonna do it.
Everybody gotta eat. You know,
I feel like they count anything.
You gotta know how to circumvent it. You know how to just think for yourself. So you like to perform?
For sure.
How do you perform?
Whenever I can, man. I ain't gonna lie. We just had a performance last weekend in Charleston for my man Steven the Dream. Either Steven the Dream or Stephen the Dream. Apologize, bro. Goddamn, I ain't gonna lie. I think it's either or. But damn, he did a Major Dreams tour. He went through all the Carolinas, probably from upstate all the way down to Charleston. We went out there and rocked that show, and then I had a performance. Where that shit was at? I believe Lo-Fi Brewing. My man threw a concert before I went to New York, probably like 2 weeks ago. That was in Charleston, so I ain't gonna lie with that. Any opportunity, we with it, man. We try to perform as much as we can.
What's your favorite song to perform?
I don't know, man. I would say really right now, folks know me for the Really Going. At one point it was Michael Jackson, then it was On the Roll, then it was something else, and I think right now we at Really Going. So Really Going and Act Up. I like to do Act Up too. Act Up is hot.
Any features?
Any features at the moment? Nah, cause niggas be taking forever on shit. You know what I'm saying? Not at the moment. I got Mac on the he on the project. You know what I'm saying? On one of the songs. Other than that, Gump was just on the last project, Nights in the Country. You know what I'm saying? I've been trying to keep shit in-house, but goddamn, y'all take 1 or 2, you gotta just scan that, take it right to that. Trying to keep shit in-house.
Oh, that shit hard.
You know what I'm saying?
I like the cover art too, that shit hard. Who did that for you?
Cover art, shout out to, you know what, shout out to my boy, my boy E Dollars. He been doing a lot of production for me too. He painted that, hand painted that. He did the latest artwork for Oculus. He been doing all that shit, so shout out to my boy E Dollars. E Dollars from Charleston, great creative director. He's a great creator. Shout out to Joey Lynch too. And shout out to Bert Ford who he made the flyer too. He designed the flyer. The artwork was Dollars, but Bert Ford, he's good too.
That's the future right now.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Everything.
You ain't got to be saying no more here.
Pay attention. He really handled this shit like a business. You feel me? What rapper you know giving out basically a business card with a QR code?
You know what I'm saying? It's gone.
Pull out your phone.
It's gone.
You ain't got tight shit. Nigga don't even want tight shit. Got a computer in their hand.
I seen one nigga, he had a chip right here. And like, he put his phone to it.
I bet he white.
And yeah, he was.
That's different. Like, he tapped in.
He put a chip right
I ain't
here.
ready
Like,
for that
his
now.
Snap, Instagram,
Yeah.
and his number pop up.
I ain't with that.
Why? You can't remember it, son?
But that's hard though. You put a chip in your hand.
That's instant. Like, that's too instant right there. You see how we live so microwave, and they want it right now. I don't
Man,
even
taking
for
something
that
out. They
bad
fucking
now.
good, son.
Got
Right,
send me a
damn, like,
text, man.
That's a combo starter.
I don't get that face ID, man. They already gotta get me worried. Like,
Now, see, you like my man still don't fuck with the face ID shit. You know what I'm saying?
it's kind of, it kind of, when you sit down and think about it, like, why the fuck? I don't know. They probably taking the information like,
You know it.
The Fast and Furious, that guard our
clones.
shit.
These like clones.
All of that. All of that.
Niggas gonna have clones and they gonna just pop up one day like, they hit your ass. Get the fuck out, nigga.
You know what I'm talking about? The iRobot. With Will Smith.
This pussy ass.
Chill, man. That nigga shoot me
Don't
just
fuck
like
with
that.
Man, he doing too much right now, man. He keep exposing himself. Like, just chill, bro. Like, he ruined his image for me. Like, you Mr. Men in Black, Fresh Prince. Your girl sleeping on you?
Man, that shit real though.
Yeah, you feel me?
You fuck with that camera shit?
And
Like, if you was up, like the camera all in your face everywhere you go, shit like that.
I mean, I would, being at that stature,
You
I think
got to do it. For real.
But you also gotta understand, like, that shit ain't nothing to Will. Like, Will been that nigga back in the day now. Like, that bitch been a rap star first, then he went to the acting. So it's like,
Bro, my teacher said Will Smith was her favorite rapper.
I'm
That's how I
telling
knew she
you,
was white
man,
as
kids
hell.
don't understand. So you understand, you know what I mean? It's like,
She's
he been had it, so it's like, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to, cause that's what it's gonna go one day. Like, I'm gonna have my vlogger with me, you know what I'm saying, with me putting this shit up, letting y'all see the everyday shit. So it's only right, you know what I'm saying.
You never done that? You never did no vlogs or nothing like?
Yeah, for sure. But you know what I'm saying, we just be regular shit, with smoking and my traveling sessions and shit like that. You know what I'm saying.
You travel a lot.
Try to. Just came from New York. Went out there to put some videos together for the next project.
Okay.
We shot like I think we did like 5 videos out there. So we're gonna try to drop one every month, you know, after the release of the project and leading up to.
Definitely gotta get a vlog in.
Yeah.
I'm with that, you know what I'm saying. I wish y'all could. No matter of fact, I wish y'all could have. I know we the schedule didn't align. We shot when this was. This was the 6th. Whenever the 6th was, in Colombia with Rico. We just putting the project together. Had my man out there with the saxophone and all going crazy. You know what I'm saying? So that was big. That's what dropped it on the first the video with Rico. We going uptown.
You trying to go on tour with it?
Well, like to a little mini tour, you know what I'm saying? That's where we at now, a little independent tour. Just getting back to popping in the city. And just goddamn with little promo materials, you know what I'm saying? Making my own little wave, gathering their own fans independently until some folks come asking, you know what I'm saying?
You work?
A little bit, other than the production, you know what I'm saying? That's what I do on the side, you know what I'm saying? That shit fun is, you know, some gotta pay for this shit.
Yeah.
Facts.
All you need is that. So. How are you mentally?
Mentally, man, you know, this shit going, man. It gotta keep going. You know, I have conversation with myself and others, you know, on certain topics and how to deal with shit, but at the end of the day, you know, ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? But
get that shit in.
Nobody, you know what I'm saying? Nobody trying to hear that shit, but you take it into consideration and you figure it out, like, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? We all been wherever you tripping on, you've been there before and more.
You gotta get yourself a break. Yeah, you gotta get yourself a break.
Like, this shit really ain't nothing. Like,
gotta cut yourself some slack. Don't beat yourself up, but just understand.
Like, that shit really ain't nothing. You know, just take a breath sometimes. And look, to deal with that, I've been this past year outside of the knowledge of self and the eating right. We was heavy on that exercise shit, but you know, life took a toll. But it's still, you know, a little couple push-ups here. My man doing this 100 push-ups for 30 days, 100 pieces of fruit. I ain't caught up on the 100 pieces of fruit yet. I got shit to do during the day, but at least 100 push-ups a day, and to deal with the stress or whatever life, you know, things life come at you, getting grounded. Like I really go outside. I advise niggas go outside, put your feet in the grass, and just relax. On the next sunny day, go literally if you next level, go hug a tree. Put your hand on that motherfucker. Just lean up against that motherfucker. I guarantee you. Matter of fact, I had a session Saturday. Had too much drink that night, came home, was feeling like shit the next morning. Luckily, it was sunny. Went outside in the backyard. I guarantee I was feeling like a new nigga. I could smoke the gas stick, had my feet in the grass, feeling refreshed. I was gonna pop an Advil. I was like, you know,
it was in the morning?
No medicine. It was during the day.
Oh, I'm about to say morning doing this foot.
But the morning dew, that bitch extra refreshing. You ain't ready. You're not ready for that. I'm telling you, like, it's refreshing. And that's the best natural way. Like, they ain't gonna tell you that. They're gonna tell you go take an Advil or something. But nigga, go get some sunlight, some fresh air. Put your feet in the grass. Listen to the birds or wherever you at. Whatever you looking for, you'll hit that shit. It'll come to you. You'll hear that shit. Figure it out.
You know Explain how you came to knowledge of self.
Knowledge of self. Shout out to my brother Smash. You know what I'm saying? Smash was like the. You know, you got that one friend who talking that shit, like, you know what I'm saying? You really not sure, but you know that he talking that shit. You just ain't ready for it.
They really,
you know what I'm saying? A lot of folks just really not ready for it.
Yeah, they really not, bro.
It's really starting to, you gotta unlearn and relearn.
Cause it makes sense, cause it be making sense, but they so stuck in their ways, you feel me, that it's just so offensive. So you gotta put it in the way they don't, you know, get mad at you. Like, someone called me a devil worship before, I'm like, damn.
Man, just because you say you don't believe in that.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I'm like, dang, we ain't gonna touch on that though. You know, we don't want to get demonetized before we get demonetized.
I feel you on that, but I'm gonna just ask a question on that. Like, how long before I say, bro, I'm coming? Or they say, man, a country about to pull up, man. How long before would you leave? You say before, man, he ain't coming, man. This is some bullshit, man. How long before you leave? Hour, 45 minutes, 30 minutes, 20 minutes?
It depends. If you texting me back or something.
Now, would you wait 400 years for somebody?
No.
Imagine supposedly supposed to come from the sky and a white man today.
Man, you supposed to come up to the session. You ain't there. You out.
So it's like
you
know what I'm saying. So it's like it's so much questions. Like you said, you can dive into that, but I'm getting a big on the universe. Shout out to my man Smash. Back to your question with the knowledge itself, and it's just you know you might just, you know, you might be on YouTube and you might just scroll past some shit for like maybe months, and then you watching, like, you know, this shit quite intriguing.
Yeah.
It's tapping into different shit, like maybe some other, like, financial wise, there's an Earn Your Leisure episode podcast every Monday, tapping into that, gaining some financial literacy. Saw some Dick Gregory shit, you know what I'm saying? That was some knowledge of self. A little bit of the Derek Gray shit, but you know, he too pushy for me, but still that of being your own, you know what I'm saying? Like, just unplugging and like really contributing to yourself and your community, bringing value.
You gotta read?
Not really.
Too much?
Not really.
You're listening.
I need to, but I need more. I need to read more, but I like more podcasts or watching informational
What's some
shit
of
on
your
YouTube.
favorite podcasts?
definitely is Earn Your Leisure right now.
Okay.
They do a Market Mondays, you know what I'm saying? I just, another dude I tapped into is Julian Gordon, where he tap on multifamily duplexes. Like, that should be your first home to really start your regenerational wealth versus a single family home to where it's a liability versus I'm living mortgage free off the, some other folks. I got 2 other tenants paying this shit off and going crazy and rinse and repeat. But Earn Your Leisure, so my man Julian Gordon. Let me see who else. It's one other dude. I can't remember his name, but Earn Your Leisure, the main one. You know what I'm saying? Shout to my man Money Move. He put me on that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
So with all this knowledge and wisdom, how do you incorporate that into your music?
I throw a little bit in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, for the first one, I ain't talking about no killing shit. I might throw a little bit of bitches and hoes in there a little bit, but it's in an enlightening sense, not in a straight bitch and hoe. It's a bitch and hoe, you know what I'm saying? But goddamn,
let's go.
And just energy wise, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, outside the music, like, you just feel like if you follow me or you see my story, like, I'm always getting grounded and shit. So, like, that's my biggest shit. I try to incorporate the energy in there.
What made you get wigs?
I wanted something different. Like, I done had dreads long as fuck, like down here on my last one.
Wayne shit.
So I just wanted to try some different shit. You know what I'm saying? I know at the time niggas around here ain't had it yet. Like, I think I'm one of the few still around here that ain't got wigs yet. So it was a good decision. I fuck with them.
Now, is that just a Florida thing? So
it's basically a Florida thing. I thought it was
just a coast thing.
Like an island thing, cause we close to the island.
Like
I ain't gonna lie, like, it's mainly Florida shit. Like, you might see a couple other niggas, but man, it's a Florida thing. You know what I'm saying? It's trickling its way on it. Like, it's really just regular dread. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody.
Yeah.
White guys getting it now. Island boy.
Yeah, but them boy from down there though. So, you know what I'm saying? They trying to keep up with
it's
shit,
crazy.
so
Like,
it's crazy. Yeah. So it was a good decision. Shout out to the Wick lady. If you didn't get your shit from K Cuts or the Wick lady, I don't know. It's not going. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Wick lady.
Bro, if you don't mind me asking, have you ever took shrooms?
For sure. I would say my man. I would say. Nah, I ain't even gonna say that. But yeah, for sure. What them shit called? What them shit? Golden what? The shrooms. Yeah, the pushing P envy with the pushing P envy the golden rod, the golden acre. I ain't gonna lie, me and my man, it was 3 of us. We had a great experience. It was 4 of us, but shout out to my man. He didn't take it, and like the whole trip, we was in tune. We laughed for about an hour and a half, maybe about 2 hours. This nigga, he laughed about the whole trip, like the whole trip. Just like he couldn't stop, couldn't stop. But then it got trippy, and then it got down to like coming back, like when you came back into your shit come back. It was like, all right, we back into it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I even threw up on that motherfucker. When I threw it, we was really tripping. It was going in.
I think y'all
really
going.
But not really. The timing of it was perfect. The setting was perfect. We was in my man yard. We was outside. We had the soundtrack. I'm talking about. We had the Ron Ozzy playing. We had the all that shit was playing. Like, hold on now, I might be getting a little too trippy for that shit, but great experience overall. I think I took a whole 8th the first go, even though I found out that was too much.
Yeah,
but
that's like a real trip now.
It was going. It was like I came to the conclusion like time really ain't real. Like off that trip, like for some reason it felt like, boy, we've been here all day. Why nobody ain't pull up yet, boy? So my folks gonna be tripping, boy. They ain't heard from me yet. But we been out this bitch for hours all day.
And you felt like it though.
It was lovely. I would recommend it, but go light. You know what I'm saying? Don't overdo it. But it was a great experience for the shrooms.
You say that. When did you wake up? If you
I say 2020. Like, you know, when all the bullshit goddamn hit. But it's like it's always been there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
niggas didn't have time to pay attention because
it was just always there. Like, you knew, like, all right, man. Like, for instance, like, you know, niggas used to dibble and dabble. Like, all right, you knew it didn't make sense for me to go to work for $500 when you might can make one play right here today and get $500, or you might can do whatever transaction, the hustle, whatever you was doing.
Some skills.
So it's like, it didn't make sense to buy into that, but they kept feeding like, go this and go to that. I wish they'd have told me go get a trade or go do something. You know what I'm saying? But it always been there, like, you know, you more than this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want no regular shit. Ain't nothing wrong with being regular, but you know what I'm saying? It got to be more than just paying bills. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like anything in high school, anything from back then. Damn, them words right on high.
Get right, bro.
Take your time. Take your time.
Right.
Yeah, hold up. Oh, did high school have an impact on you right now? Did high school or college really matter?
For sure, because I got the name Lokuntry. Like at the crib, everybody knew me as Bug. You know what I'm saying? So I was in high school was cool too. Like folks knew me. I was a character then. You know what I'm saying? Went to college, was a low key character. Like I was real low key, but like folks fucked with me off what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? But I say it all made me. You know, not made me, but it was the experience was it had to. If I didn't do all of this, I wouldn't be having this convo with y'all now. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Who knows where I would be at? Hopefully somewhere prospering as well.
Yeah.
I get too enlightening for them.
And I had a good answer question, I forgot.
Too deep, I feel.
Yeah.
Too deep.
Faded.
Word. What's next for you?
Next for me, after Tsunami Kid, I'm thinking, you know, so I like to plan shit out. So, like I said, it's February now. I already got shit planned for March up until, with all the videos and shit up until June. But I want to work on another project where I might even call that shit Fengshui Island, to where it's nothing but like Afro beat type vibes. You know what I'm saying? Like to where you can jig with your shorty and you can just that two-step shit. But other than that, just keep working, man. Figuring shit out. Keep trying to grow the brand, the fan base, the name. Keep elevating, you know what I'm saying? Keeping the car cranked up. You know, so basically, ain't nothing special. It's just work.
Keep it going.
Keep it going. Keeping it really going.
Yeah.
Make sure the motion ain't losing its ocean.
Exactly, because it's a new wave coming. New tsunami, man.
Yeah, you like it. Look, he ain't ready for that ocean talk. This is RetroTv. We're signing.
Shout out to Retro too. I appreciate y'all boys coming down, man.
Oh, yeah,
shout
appreciate you at the 94th for catering us. You know,
shout out to
hey, real good before we even started this.
Naughty Fork for the catering. You know, they're the best drive-in, dine-in. They deliver best restaurant on the island. If you're ever in town, holler at the Naughty Fork, okay? It's only right that you do it.
Treated us good.
Great, you know what I'm saying? It's really going.
Any other shout outs?
Shout out to Island Life Music Group Recording Studio. Shout out to my boy Tusi Gump. Shout out to Matt John, the whole Tusi family. You know what I'm saying? Like them boys, it's indescribable. You know what I'm saying? On what they do for me. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of this shit, I ain't gonna lie, since a lot of my shit been recorded here. Like this the hub. You know what I'm saying? Like they allowed me to create and bring this shit to life. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, this shout out Money Move, shout out Hood Happy Manny, shout out Walk Baby, shout out to that baby, shout out to the Naughty Fort, shout out Man Jew, Razy, shout out RetroTv, the whole 843, Lokuntry, you know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. I'm tripping. Shout out to my Bubba, grown mixing, my engineer. That's who the sound. We've been together since 2015, from the White House to the Penthouse. Shout out to Grown Mixed It. Shout out to Vegas, Camera Junkies Media Group. Shout out to Stanley. Got to Stanley, the director, Joey Lenz, and big shout out to goddamn at your boy Dollars, man, E-Dollars. And if I forgot you, shout out to the whole Fengshui family, Fengshui alumni. You know what I'm saying? We're going crazy. It's still going. Love you.
Make sure y'all like and subscribe. Leave a comment.
Turn on the post notifications.
And we out.
We out.